Today we go over why the Dragon Ball community is crying over the new Dragon Ball Super superhero animation that just dropped and what this means for the rest of Dragon Ball Super.
Prepare yourself, dancing.
What is up, Black Squad? BlackScape here, and today we are going to dive deep into the animation for Dragon Ball Super superhero, because yesterday was truly a day that absolutely split the fandom in half, clean through. Something that Akira Toriyama said a while back when he was talking about this movie, when he came out with his press conference talking about superhero. He was talking about how this next Dragon Ball Super movie was going to break the terms of what we thought of Dragon Ball Super animation and build something new. He was going to do something beyond what has already been done, and all of us were a little bit afraid of that. I was talking full CGI, similar to Dragon Quest. Others were talking about maybe more CGI scenes. But after yesterday's teaser that dropped, now we know exactly which direction they're going, but people are misunderstanding how much in this direction we're actually going to go. So before I go any further, make sure to slap that like button for the YouTube algorithm, telling the YouTube algorithm that you would like to see more of my content. If you could do it, I would appreciate it. It's absolutely free and it helps my channel immensely. Before we explain exactly what the issue and what everyone's troubles are with this animation and how this could change Dragon Ball Super forever, we're going to go dive deep into what this animation actually is. Because at first glance, I thought I was watching Dragon Ball Z Kakarot. The way that this resembles Dragon Ball Z Kakarot is a little eerie. To be honest, it looks like what Dragon Ball Z Kakarot was supposed to look like when it was following more of a manga format. Before Dragon Ball Z Kakarot became what it is today, it was going in a completely different direction that looks very similar to what we saw in the teaser. A Goku that is quasi-CGI, quasi-animation slash manga looking, a Goku that doesn't seem to fit either world 110%, especially when he's moving. When he's still, he looks a little bit more animation-like, but there's still that CG-ness that really has been rubbing people the wrong way. And if we peel back the layer, even the animation style, it doesn't seem to fit Shintani anymore. Now, I could have sworn for the life of me that we were going to be getting Shintani in this next project. I felt like that's what Dragon Ball Super and its staff with its press conferences had said in the past, that Shintani was the style that we were going and moving forward, but I couldn't find that article. So if you guys can find it, let me know in the comment section below. I'll go ahead and put it on Twitter and give you a shout out. And it almost feels like this isn't really Shintani, because in my opinion, this design looks like Yamamuro. Something with the movement, the fluidity to it, and the less detailed design of his musculature, it does seem a little bit more Shintani. There's a lot of blend here, but we don't have 100% concrete evidence or proof which animator is going to be animating Dragon Ball Super superhero. But one of the biggest hints that we have that definitely looks like something Shintani would draw is the way the character designs look. The way the character designs look exactly what Shintani was doing. The sheets that Shintani was doing before Dragon Ball Super Broly came out look very similar to that, and this is where we get our next clue on this whole CGI drama that's going around, because a lot of people are saying that they are falling off of Dragon Ball because of the way that it's transformed into this CGI mess. People like the traditional 2D when it comes to Dragon Ball, similar to, if not exactly like, what we got from Shintani animation-wise when he did that Alan C special. We got what we thought the next Dragon Ball Super movie was going to look like, and I'm here to tell you that I believe this is what it will look like. If you look at the character sheets, these character sheets are not CGI. They are animated. What I'm thinking that we have here with this animation, with this CGI is, for one, this is a teaser, so they're only showing us a little bit. Number two, they're showing us what their CGI looks like and what is going to be going on with this CGI, and it looks like this CGI is meant to enhance and accelerate rate and make the fight sequences a lot more epic. That seems to be what they're doing with the CGI in Dragon Ball Super Superhero. I really don't believe that this entire movie is going to be a CGI animation clash. I do think that there will be a lot of CGI, maybe in shots that we didn't even expect, maybe in shots showing the cityscape or showing streets, showing houses. Maybe there'll be a little bit of CGI with the camera movement, maybe there'll be a little bit of CGI with the character movement, but I think for the most part it will be still Shintani because of the success of Dragon Ball Super Broly and how Shintani really made the future of Dragon Ball Super into something refreshing, something that is in Yamamuro style. So I don't think that they would change that aspect of it. I don't think that they would kick him to the curb and go with something different just because of the CGI. I think they will incorporate the Shintani style with the CGI. Now, I don't have any proof of this. Just from the character sheets alone, this looks like Shintani's work. But here is the real kicker, because this is just a teaser trailer, and if we look back at Battle of God's first official teaser trailer, that teaser trailer showed a fully 3D rendered, like PS2 quality graphics CGI landscape that our camera went through until it got to Goku, who was animated. And when that movie dropped, everyone was talking about the fact that there's a new Dragon Ball Z movie coming out. Nobody was talking about this movie being CGI. Of course, the environments look CGI, and that was part of some discussions whether the environments would be CGI or maybe some action scenes would be CGI, but nobody thought the entire movie was going to be CGI. So I don't believe that that's the case here either. I think it's going to be just like Battle of Gods. The full trailer that came out showed a fight sequence between Beerus and Super Saiyan God Goku, and this fight sequence, when I first watched it, I thought it was one of the most epic fight sequences that I had seen. But when you actually stop and look at this and you slow it down, this is CGI Beerus and CGI Goku facing off against each other as it cuts between animation and CGI back and forth, back and forth. I think that is what's going to happen with this movie at a much higher level, but it still will be fully animated. And they've already used this technique in Resurrection of F to make the fights better, and more prominently in Dragon Ball Super Broly, where we did get some of the best CGI fights that we've seen so far in Dragon Ball Super, where it wasn't extremely distracting, except for that one fight at the end with Gogeta and Broly, where he finally transforms without his shirt and they're in that other realm. I think, to me, that's where the limit of the CGI really kind of started breaking down, because it looked really cartoony and something that you'd see on PlayStation 1 even, but because they were in a different dimension, seemingly they were breaking reality, it gave them a pass that they looked kind of like weird like that, so like they were going into a different sort of dimension. That's kind of why I gave that a pass, but it still looked pretty bad. But when you look at the teaser for Superhero, I think that he looks really good. I think they figured out that they can go full CGI and they want to expand the animation process and make it even better, so they're just going to blend both of them in scenes that it makes sense. Pan's walking to school, dropping off mail to Piccolo. Not a scene you need CGI unless you're looking at the entire city. But if there is a fight between Great Saiyan Man and a villain, that could be a time where you can use a little bit of CGI complemented with animation. Make it a nice symbiotic relationship. Which really reminds me of the way that they're doing Star Wars these days, where Star Wars, they are marrying practical effects with CGI. First, Star Wars was mainly practical effects, a little bit of CGI. Then the prequels were like all CGI. And then we finally got a nice medium with like The Mandalorian, where certain shots have practical effects and it looks really realistic, but the backdrops and certain creatures and certain things are a lot of CGI. You need to find the best of both worlds, and I think that is what Superhero is doing, finding the best of both worlds. So all these naysayers, everyone who's trying to come out of the woodwork and start trashing on the CGI element, I'm telling you guys, wait till the actual trailer, because I do believe this is Shintani's work. I do believe that we're going to be getting some of the best fights that we've seen in Dragon Ball Super as of now, and I do think that this is the future of Dragon Ball Super. Imagine a Dragon Ball Super that has intense fights like these. You would never have bad animation again. Good Shintani animation, good CGI on top of it, and just energetic and frantic fights with a lot of impact. That is what I want to see. That is where I am the most comfortable with, and I'm hoping that's the direction that they're going. Anyway guys, let me know in the comment section below what you guys think of the new animation style for Dragon Ball Super Superhero. This is going to be BlackScape signing off. Take care guys.
Subscribe for more content. Or perish.